My name is Joshua Abe. Welcome to my presentation. This is a project on FDI analysis. It's actually a case study. So I made some insights on the FDI datasets that I got online from Kaggle, and I'll be taking you through the dashboard that I created on Tableau. So based on the dashboard that I have here, we can see some sectors, and then we can see some figures. So the sectors basically mean these are the various sectors that got investments over a period of 17 years. So with the data set that I got, there was a period of 17 years that various sectors were consistently and inconsistently receiving some investments. So this will tell us the top. This particular table tells us the top 10 sectors that recorded the highest or the maximum FDI, and then from the bottom, these were the top 5 that also recorded the least FDI or received the least FDI. So the actual data itself has a lot of sectors, but then because of the similarities within the sectors, I had to combine some of the sectors, so I made them into groups. So these are actually grouped sectors. So I collected all fields in the data sets that had similarities with the medical field, and then I placed all of them into medical, and then I did the same for services, the construction. I did all for the rest. For example, agriculture had a lot of sectors and I, so I grouped all of the sectors that were related to agriculture, and then I combined them into one in order to make the analysis quite simple. So that is what I did. So these are the top 10 recorded, and then these are the least 10 recorded. Now looking at this particular table, you can see the top 10 highest growth sector. So now based on the years that I recorded, I have a filter here to tell the years that I'm checking out. So I'm checking from the last 5 years the growth that we've received or the growth that has been recorded in the various sectors. So in this particular filter from 2012 to 2016, we can tell that telecommunication received the highest growth, that is 320.1% growth. That was the record that was gotten from um, from the table. So that was the record that was gotten from the past 5 years. So looking at this particular table is the bottom 5 lowest. So the bottom 5 lowest, we can see the least of them all is the defense industry, which is very poor. It hasn't received a lot of investments so far over the past 5 years. From this particular sheet, we can see the FDI sector over the years. So now I can also filter this particular aspect. Now I have a filter here for this particular sheet. I don't know whether it is. I think it should be here. So the sector groups. Now, if I want to find out just the agriculture, the group, the FDI trend in agriculture over the years, so I can see it over here. So this tells that in 2009 there was a very huge investment in agriculture, but I don't know what happened, but it declined in 2010, and then it was slowly increasing and reducing. 2016, I think it recorded the least FDI, which was 93. And then if I want to find out the record so far for services, since services recorded the highest sector, let's see what services trend has been. So this has been the trend of the services sector. So well, in 2016 it has received the highest so far compared to the past 17 years. Let me click on the all, and then you can see the various trend over the 17 years. On these sector groups, we can see the various sectors that I grouped. I grouped this particular sectors that I mentioned earlier. The raw data had a lot of sectors, so I grouped them into these particular groups that you see. The products had a lot of products under them, so I had to group them all together. We have construction, so the highest so far was services, and I think we can filter some and see the years and see the trend over the years. So I think we can use this. So okay, so if I want to see just for 2016, we can see it over here. I think services have been very consistent. In 2015 to services was on top. In 14 it was still on top, still receiving the most investment. In 2013, well, production took over, and then services had to reduce. And then there was medical, there was construction, there was products, and then the list. I think the list has been very consistent too. There hasn't been a lot of focus um, on defense industries. I don't know why that appears to be so, but it looks like there's no investment. The defense industry doesn't get a lot of investment. So in 2016, it has only recorded one FDI. Now, fast forward, I would like to take you to my next dashboard that I created. So this is FDI insights on non-group sectors. So for the non-group sectors are the sectors I told you about earlier. That is the original data set that I got, the various sectors that I got. These are the ungrouped ones, and then this particular um, box and whisker plots shows us the various variabilities that were recorded. So services sector had the most variabilities, and then all the way down to core, this particular sector, which has the least variability. Yeah, and yeah, so that is it. And then I did a cluster too. Tableau did a cluster on the various records. So the circles with the same size and the same color shows similarities in terms of the investments that they received. I made a forecast by plotting the FDI against the number of years recorded, and we can see from this um, graph that there is a positive relationship between the FDI and the years recorded. And this straight line tells us that there's about 80% predictability based on the several records that we have here. So we made a forecast into 2017, 2018, and it's been estimated that in the year 2018 there will be an FDI of 44,025 to be recorded. So this is the dashboard that I created for the data set that I got, and thank you very much for watching.